sugar.
Well, this is just me. I got this out of at Virginia Tech. It was on one of the facility walls at Virginia Tech. And I had a friend of mine send it. I saw it when I went in the building one day. So that was actually in Burris Hall.
Okay.
And I actually got it out of Virginia Tech.
Okay.
You know that? This is Ed Block Courage Award. I won that. Big
award.
It's one player for every team gets it. And it's mainly because everything that you went through in the season. I had a couple that lost one of our teammates back then.
Okay.
I had a serious injury with my toe, and then my old man passed away. So I had a lot of going on, and they gave me the Ed Block Courage Award. Okay. That was actually held in Baltimore. So every player comes from all over, you know, and we all meet in Baltimore.
And you won that, I guess, early in your career with the Lions?
Now, that was like my 6th year, man.
6th year?
Yeah. So every year one player gets it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a big deal. And then that's just my letter. I just put that on the wall.
Okay.
That's my old man right here. My old man he had somebody paint this.
Your father? Okay.
Yeah, with his, he did that himself. Some guy did it by hand, so it was a neat little idea.
How influential was he?
Oh, my old man was a big deal, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I was the only child, so you know, imagine. I lived with my dad all the way through.
Okay.
My
what was his name?
Walter.
Okay.
Walter Jones. He's a big athlete. So he taught me. He was a big tennis guy.
Okay.
Played golf. You know, I was playing golf when I was 12. I was probably the only black dude in the neighborhood playing golf.
Okay.
And I got it from him.
Okay.
He was a golfer, tennis guy, basketball. So he was tall, about 6'6", 6'5", slim, lean. He had skills.
Okay.
I just got the bulkier side of it. But my basketball game was pretty good too. You know that,
Gotcha.
right? So that's just my jersey.
Okay.
You know,
Detroit Lions, and you were drafted by Tampa Bay?
Yeah, drafted. But, you know, I put that one up because that's where I played most of my career, man. It just kind of went with, you know, territory. So I had more of my roots in Detroit. I was there the longest. And Tampa was something that I just got my feet wet.
Okay.
And they traded me up to Detroit. And
I guess your career in Detroit now, I guess the last time Detroit made the playoffs before this year was, I guess, when you played, right?
Oh, most definitely, yeah. Well, I don't know about playoffs. I think
they won the playoff game. They won the division?
Yeah. The last time we won a playoff game, and we won the division back then, too, in 91.
Okay.
We won the division in 91. We had the bye week because there had two teams at the bye week. It was us and the Redskins at the time.
Okay.
Right? And we had the bye week. We played the Cowboys the week before and beat the Cowboys. And the Skins played Atlanta, and they beat Atlanta. And then we ended up at RFK, and they stomped us. You know? So, yeah, that's a long story, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I remember covering some games early 90s. You were probably playing. Because Barry Sanders was one of your teammates, right?
Oh, yeah. Barry's phenomenal, man.
Yeah, what was that like? You know, watching him in practice? You had to go get some in practice?
Well, we never went against him. We had a rule in practice.
Okay.
We knew how to practice live without actually tackling Barry. Only time we went live and had to tackle somebody, they put somebody else in. But nobody ever tackled Barry, you know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah, you gotta keep him healthy, get him hurt.
We all came up short like tackling.
Okay.
I used to mess with him. I said, Perry, I got you. He said, really? I said, nah. Yeah, from a standpoint of playing against him, I tell people all the time, I played against Emmett, Thurman,
Thomas,
Eric Dickerson, Bettis. I mean, I went down this, Bo Jackson. It was nobody like him, man.
Who was the toughest guy you had to go against?
I don't think it's nobody tough. Right?
Okay.
Offensive scheme wise, they all go together. You know, what made Emmitt Smith so great, his offensive line was phenomenal, man. They were phenomenal. I mean, those boys could play. Plus, they had a great offensive scheme. They had Aikman, Harper. They had who's the other receiver?
Irvin.
They had Big Novacek as a tight end. I mean, they were just phenomenal offensive scheme. So it was hard to hold on to everything.
Right.
You know
so Emmitt Smith who else gave you trouble?
When Detroit, everybody gave us trouble.
Okay.
We were
All right.
You know what I mean? We were fighting to hold on. So everybody gave us a little trouble.
Okay.
Okay. And then that's Coach Beamer.
Right. Legendary coach.
Yeah, Coach actually coached me my senior year.
Okay.
So my last year at Virginia Tech was Beamer's first year. The other 3 years I was at Tech was Dooley.
Okay.
Bill and Vince Dooley. We had Bill Dooley at Virginia Tech with us, right?
What was your experience at Virginia Tech like? Bowl games? You played any bowl games?
Yeah, we played in one my freshman year, the one in Shreveport, Louisiana.
Okay.
And then we played in one my junior year in the Peach Bowl in Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah. Phenomenal.
What do you remember about those games?
No, it's just bowl games are a great experience. Man, you spend a week in a destination, it's fantastic. It's one of those things that's a highlight in the college experience you never forget. But the games are the game, it's still the same. It's no different than the game. Okay. But the pre-up to the game was fantastic. That week being in Shreveport or the week being in Georgia was a lot of fun with the fellas. All right. Yeah, we spent a lot of good times in Atlanta at nighttime for that Peach Bowl. Okay. Yeah, a lot of fun, man.
What was the highlight of your college career at Virginia Tech?
I think the highlight was winning the Peach Bowl my junior year because we had never, think about this, at Virginia Tech, we had never won a bowl game ever. Okay. So we was the first team in Virginia Tech history to actually win a bowl game. And it happened to be, that I think it was like 86 season. So, to go through that experience and win our first bowl game, it was kind of the putting Virginia Tech on the map because when I first got to Virginia Tech, people was playing us for homecoming. Okay. Right. Even though we had Bruce Smith come out my freshman year, who was the #1 draft pick in the country. Right. So the program was turning. And then by the time we left, no one had us for homecoming anymore because we was beating teams. We was beating all ACC teams, so nobody was taking us for homecoming anymore. But we was independent. So we played like West Virginia, Syracuse, we played all the ACC teams. We played a couple teams in Florida. We played Miami, Florida State, Florida, so we was able to play everyone. So, that bowl game was a big deal for us at Virginia Tech. It kind of put us on the map. Okay. It helped us recruiting wise. A few years later, we get the greatest quarterback of all time coming out of college, Michael Vick,
That's right. But you didn't get a chance to play with him.
Nah, I was done when I got out. When he got out, I was done. I'm old, man. Yeah. Okay. So these are some of the guys, Kevin Glover, Eric McMillan. These local guys, right? Okay. Right. And I'm trying to get other guys like Mark Robinson. I'm trying to get his stuff. Okay. I'm just trying to add in all the local guys because everybody on the wall is people I know.
Yeah. Tell us who we got here.
Well, that's Chase Young. I love that because that was the Washington football team jersey.
And you coach Chase Young as a youngster,
young
right?
Dude, yeah. Okay. Yeah, we helped Chase. I'm going out to the game to see him play on Sunday. Mm-hmm. But Chase is a phenomenal athlete. Yeah, I played with Vinny Testaverde my rookie year in the league.
Okay, he won the Heisman Trophy too, didn't he?
Phenomenal.
Okay.
Vinny was really good. Our program was just really bad when I got there, man. But Vinny was phenomenal. Okay. Yeah, he was big, tall, throw the ball like a dart. Yeah, he's a prototype pro quarterback. We just didn't use him well. Okay. But he played a long time. I think he played like 15 years in the league. So crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody knows Steph Curry.
Yeah. So Steph
Golden State Warriors, yeah.
So his dad and I went to school together at Virginia Tech. Dale is a Virginia Tech Hokie. So him and I are really good friends. Okay. Steph, and I got Seth down there too. Steph and Seth are...
Of course, his father played. Dale Curry played in the league
over there too.
Yep.
So Bruce all Smith, those guys are, good friends of mine. Yeah.
And Dale Curry. Okay.
I'm trying to go to the game on Saturday night. They play the Lakers.
Okay, that's right. In San Francisco, right? They moved to San Francisco.
Okay. I'm gonna go to the game on Saturday.
Okay, so you can see
the game on Sunday.
Now, what do you remember about Steph Curry as a youngster?
Oh man, he went to school at Charlotte Christian. Okay, little skinny kid, man, but always could shoot the lights out the ball. Man. Okay, always shoot. I remember Dale and I going to games and him winning like game-ending shots, buzzer-winning shot, and him and I running on the field like crazy parents. But he could play in high school, man. He was just small. And that's kind of what stopped him from going to the next level. But ended up being the greatest shooter of all time.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't know about him, as, when he was, I guess, middle school, high school. Yeah, but he's made a name for himself now in the NBA.
Yeah. In Charlotte, you knew who he was because his daddy was a big name, right? Right. So people go, the little private sector he went to, it was more like up here, like Landon, Georgetown Prep. Mm-hmm. It was the same kind of private school sector he played in. Right. And in that thing, everybody knew who he was just because he was shooting the lights out on his dad. It was Dale Curry. And Dad is still a big name in Charlotte, Right. Yeah. Right. And then I got Michael Vick. Virginia Tech, even though all the stuff Mike went through, all of those guys at Virginia Tech know he put us on the map. He changed it for us, So I've always been a big fan of Michael Vick. He just made one mistake. People got to let that go, Okay. But he's always been, someone that all of us look up to because he put us on the map, really.
And these are all signed jerseys by these guys.
Yeah. I got them all. Okay. All these guys I know.
All right.
Got them doing
Bruce Smith.
Bruce is, probably the greatest lineman I ever played with in my entire career, man. Think about this: as a 17-year-old freshman in college, Bruce was a senior. So you can imagine being the first pick of the draft and being able to play beside him at that age. This dude was phenomenal, man. It's unbelievable to watch him play at the college level. I mean, he could go get 4 or 5 sacks on any given Saturday. Okay. So, he just dominated the game. It was fun to watch. Yeah, I got some great stories about him.
And Barry Sanders?
Yeah, well, who I put, and who I put as the greatest running back of all time. I call him the GOAT every time I see him. You know,
he retired early, right? Didn't he?
Yeah, he retired. But that bye Barry thing kind of put it all in perspective. He just got tired of carrying the team by himself.
Okay.
He pretty much was carrying that load by himself. It got a little difficult at the end. We were making the playoffs every year, but we wasn't winning. So he was trying to carry the load. It got a little hard for him. And he did what was right for him. He walked away from it, which most people think crazy. But I think once you get the money out the way, if you don't have the heart anymore, you got to walk away from it.
Right.
And then the Curry boys.
Dale Curry.
Dale,
that's right. And Seth. Yeah.
Yeah, and Seth. I try to go to see Dallas every time they get in town.
Okay.
And, and Dale still does the play-by-play for the Hornets. So I go to those games when they come in town, too.
All right.
Yeah. So anyway, that's it.
That's awesome. Okay. Yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah. All right.
Alrighty.
This is Big Mo from the Big Mo Show, baby. And I'm here with a Hall of Famer. What's your name again? Victor. And this is his lovely wife. What's your name?
Detroit.
You gonna offer me something to drink?
I did coffee. All we have in this office is coffee and water.
Coffee and water?
Yes, what would you like?
Some Tito's.
We do have some Tito's in there.
You do?
Yes.
That's the end.